Okay guys, so before we get into this video, we have like the craziest announcement. I mean, I do. We just made it to 100 subscribers, guys. I thank you so much, guys. Like, I did not believe, I guess I'm saying like so much, I did not believe I would ever, well, I mean, I knew I'd make it to 100 subscribers, but not this fast. So remember, if you've been subscribed to the channel long enough, you probably remember me saying I'm just gonna do a 100 subscriber giveaway. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that. It'll be eventually, maybe another couple months before I reach 100. I don't have to worry about figuring out what I'm gonna give away, but it's already here. So we just broke 101 subscribers now, or we are at 101 subscribers, like as of just a little while ago. So I am going to be doing a giveaway. No idea what I'm giving away, but next video I'll probably mention the giveaway and how to enter. And I mean, it's gonna be really easy to win since there's only like 100 subscribers. So far anyway. But now we're gonna get to this video. The ZTE Axon 7. I bought this phone for like dirt cheap, but I'm gonna be doing the overview and review of it. So enough with me talking, let's get into the review.
Okay, so next we're going to go over the hardware of the device. As you can see, there's an always-on display, but the device is made mostly out of aluminum, has dual front-facing speakers on the very front, and they are stereo. And then there's the power and volume on the side, followed by a USB-C on the top, or sorry, the bottom. And then there's also a headphone jack on the top. Surprisingly, because this phone obviously is a little older, it does have a headphone jack, unlike the new modern phones. Okay, so now for the software side of things. So this is the Pixel ROM. This phone you can completely unlock the bootloader and root, and if you know any of that, you're going to be super excited about this phone. But I do not have the original stock software. It was a little bit not the nicest. So this is super easy to install. And then you have the full Pixel experience. It's super snappy, everything's just buttery smooth, and then I can show you some benchmarks. So as you can tell, in a lot of the benchmarks, it's just a little bit stuttery, but we're going to go ahead and test out in real life. That usually portrays a better image of what it's actually going to perform, because benchmarks are very heavy, intense apps that sometimes just make it look worse than it is. So we'll test out some stuff.
Okay guys, so it got a 147,020. So if you want to compare that to whatever your phone gets, there's the score. And then I can show you the breakdown of each individual score. So you can just go ahead and pause that if you want to check it against your own device. So let's test some more stuff. So it does have most of the Pixel features. You can double press the power button to get to the camera. Well, that's interesting. Oh, it was just wanting permissions and it was locked. Okay, so then you have the Google Camera app. You do have the lens blur and panorama and stuff, but you do not have that new portrait picture mode. But this camera is okay. I'll include a couple pictures in a few minutes and show you a couple sample pictures. But the software is very buttery smooth. It's zero glitches. You can, if you want some glitches, you can upgrade to the Android Pie. That is a little bit more complex to install, but this is just Android 8.1 Oreo. And there you are. So if you look down at the bottom, you'll notice there are two software buttons, or sorry, three. So these are just dots in the software. You can change them to be whatever you want, but by default, this will be the back button, the home button, and then the Recents app key. So you just tap that and you get to there. And then also, if you notice, it says no SIM card - emergency calls only. That's actually because there's two separate SIM card trays, so you can actually use two SIM cards at the same time. So I used a AT&T SIM card and a Verizon SIM card. The only issue though with Verizon is there's one LTE band not supported. So you might not get the best experience if you're using Verizon, but any other carriers other than Verizon and Sprint should work perfectly. Verizon does work, but let me warn you, if you try and do an AT&T and Verizon together, your data won't work for your AT&T, and it can get a little messy if you want to use Verizon. So Verizon will work, maybe not the best, and you only want to use it just Verizon, that's it. This phone does have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, of course. It has 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, as you can see, it's connected. And then you've got the battery saver. So that's another point. Battery life is, I mean, it's just average. It's nothing crazy. I mean, I use my phone quite a bit, and I guess I can consider myself a heavy user, and it most definitely runs perfectly fine. It's good enough battery. Nothing phenomenally amazing, nothing I would just be like, wow, that's amazing, but it's decent. And then there's games. I have Asphalt 8. We'll go ahead and load that up. If you haven't noticed, on the front there's actually dual front facing speakers, so these are actually amazing for watching videos or playing games, of course, lots of other things. We'll wait for this to download and I'll come back. Okay, so here is the graphics are set at pretty good settings. It performs super well. Try to get this the best I can and perform a race. Whoa, thought that was a way to go. But these graphics are perfectly playable, just buttery smooth. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the graphics I'm getting from this game. Obviously, if you wanted to play like maybe PUBG or Creative Destruction or Fortnite. Fortnite actually is supported by Fortnite. The developers is actually supported by this game. I mean, sorry, by the phone. It's not the best. When I tried to run the beta, it was beyond bad. I'm sure it'll be improved and probably work okay. I mean, this phone has 4 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 808 processor, so it's an older processor, but you really only see the age in the design and probably the fingerprint sensor, and I'll show you the speed of that after this. But I mean, as you can see, it runs very well. Obviously I'm not going to finish the game, but it runs well. So one of the biggest shortcomings I found, there's 2, but the speed is a little bit slower. I mean, it's not shortcoming, it's just you can tell it's a little bit slower than like the newest phones with like the Snapdragon 835s, or if you get an 845 processor too. But the fingerprint sensor is probably one of the biggest things I noticed, because touching it and then it's on. I mean, it's not slow, but compared to like my Moto Z, it is. My Moto Z is lightning fast. You can literally just touch it and it's in. This one, if you just tap, it will get in, but it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite as snappy. And then you get a vibration when you unlock, and that vibration feels a little cheap. I'm just gonna say that. I'm kind of picky on vibration. I really hate cheap feeling vibration, but this isn't horrible, it's just not amazing. And then the screen is a 1440p display, so it's very high quality. It's better than, it's better than most budget phones. And this is actually a budget phone, because when it was launched, it was at $400 price tag for this phone, and it's like all aluminum body. I mean, I already explained that, but this phone is super good for the price, and I actually paid $80 for it. $80 for this phone. It's 2 years old, but only $80. This phone is crazy good deal. You can find them for about 150. I mean, like, totally, if you could find one for 150, which you should be able to, these are like the best bargain you can get if you're looking for a older, cheaper, used Android phone. So if you guys are indeed looking for a really good phone, this phone is an amazing phone. But thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna actually check how many subscribers I have, because I know it is going up like crazy. Last I checked, I think it was 103, but my videos are just going up like, my subscriptions are going up like crazy. Except the YouTube Studio app can't even keep up with it. We are at only 115 subscribers. Like, literally just got 12 subscribers. This is crazy. Like, we're getting a crazy amount of subscribers. So, I mean, if you want to join in and subscribe, we're gonna be doing a giveaway. It was supposed to be a 100 subscriber giveaway. By the time I get to the next week's video and give away something, it's probably gonna be like 120 or something. So, I mean, make sure to like and subscribe, because you have to subscribe. That's gonna be one of the mandatory things in liking a video. So, if you want to enter the giveaway ahead of time, I mean, it's free to enter. So, and then you can figure out what it is I'm giving away next week. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day.